The Sun Sign News Daily Horoscopes are for information purposes only. The Sun Sign News Daily Horoscopes are not intended to replace professional medical, psychological, legal, or investment advice. It is the intention of the author of the Sun Sign News that the daily horoscopes be used in conjunction with one's own common sense and, if warranted, the advisement of a professional and licensed physician, psychologist, attorney, or investment advisor. Welcome to another edition of the Sun Sign News. Today's horoscopic reading is for Tuesday, June 27th, 2023, calculated for sunrise, Eastern Standard Time, and beginning with the sign currently occupied by the sun, Cancer. Yesterday's horoscope remains fully in effect through today. Reread it. Adding to that, professional or work matters should get a nice boost today. Even relationships with friends should improve, though we still advise you to avoid the dummy with the bad ideas about your money. Leo. All the advisement given in yesterday's horoscope carries over through today. We will add to that today's additional influences, which allow you to clear up any sort of communications-related mess at work, as well as any sort of legalities or government red tape that should have already been addressed. By the way, if you're involved in sports, your sign is looking really strong today. Virgo. All the warnings given in yesterday's horoscope related to the potential for a lack of self-control, fanatical tirades, and the resulting consequences stand fully in effect through today. With today's additional stellar influences, and provided you've overcome the aforementioned challenges, you can accomplish a great deal in the workplace and have the ability to make some really wise financial decisions, though the latter is more about handling money rather than spending money. Libra. We stand on yesterday's assessment of the stars for your sign, and that assessment carries through for this entire day. There is a change on the matter of romance, which goes from yesterday's really, really bad to today's totally hot and amazing. Lastly, and due to today's additional stellar influences, if you're doing some shopping, it does look like you could find some real bargains. Scorpio. Every sign is being advised that yesterday's horoscope stands fully in effect for today. The only additional stellar influences for your sign today are those that give you yet another boost in the area of romance, though the best part of this influence begins in the morning and then sort of fades out in the early afternoon. Sagittarius. Yesterday's athletic and competitive edge remains fully in effect through today. As a matter of fact, you might be even more of a terror to your opponents today than you were yesterday. Logic dictates, then, that your ability to criticize the people around you has probably also increased proportionally too. Careful, there's still a lot of angry energy floating around out there today. Capricorn. Every word of yesterday's horoscope for your sign stands through today. Reread it if you have to, but remember that the main advisement was against gambling and brawling. There are some additional stellar influences for today, and these work out pretty good for Capricorn. First, you can score some major points in the workplace through demonstrating innovative and creative ways of doing old things. Second, you can work towards a better balance between your personal life and work. Third, it looks like you can apply your legendary sense of responsibility to guiding your friends through the rest of today's cosmic nastiness and maybe even keep those knuckleheads out of trouble. Aquarius. Yesterday's horoscope stands fully in effect through today, so it may be wise to reread the advisement given therein. Although your sign was not one of the signs under extreme pressure yesterday, it still couldn't hurt. Today's planetary positions add to yesterday's influence the benefit of improved communications and what could prove to be slightly safer conditions while traveling short distances, as well as the ability to make a good showing of yourself at work or in the course of practicing your profession. Pisces. Hey there, Einstein. All the benefits of yesterday's astrological influences upon your sign stand fully in effect through today. That includes the hot romance stuff too. And now you get a bonus. The additional influences due to today's planetary positions might provide you with the opportunity to put some of your genius into action. At the least, You might wind up impressing the hell out of your coworkers. Aries, reread yesterday's horoscope. While every bit of it stands fully in effect throughout today, you should now be more on the winning side of things. That's not to say that the dangers of financial loss have evaporated, because they have done no such thing. It's just that you're in a slightly better position. That includes the prospects for romance, too. Taurus, whomever it is that shares a roof with you has our sympathy. All the astrological influences on your sign from yesterday carry over through today and with full potency. Please reread the advisement given in yesterday's horoscope. The only thing that really changes under today's additional stellar influences is that it should be a little easier for you to redirect all that crazy nervous energy into some positive and constructive outlet. Gemini, yesterday's journey of the mind continues in full effect through today, but now with improved communications and quite possibly an even more vivid imagination. Today is the day you should probably start writing down some of the great ideas that will undoubtedly come to you during this journey. Your friends and colleagues can play an important role in all your affairs today. If you have enjoyed the audio version of the Sun Sign News, we ask that you give us a thumbs up and even subscribe to this channel if you are so inclined. That will help keep us on the air and delivering a daily dose of cynicism and sarcasm wrapped in a supercharged daily sun sign horoscope. And remember, don't blame us.